gonna have to like hold more than one, probably.
Fuck.
Are you ready for the toughest thing we've experienced so far?
I believe you.
It's a game that's a prequel, a sequel, and its own sequel.
Shit, I wasted my pre-sequel joke on the last game. Whatever, man. This is Kingdom Hearts X back cover. I am actually Shakespeare still. You know, I do stuff. I do stuff alongside my good buddy, Public Opinion.
Hey, it's me.
Who also, well, no, it does considerably less, but we named the stream after how little he does. And that's just the reality of the situation.
Fair.
Don't want people to get the wrong impression.
Ain't doing shit today.
Oh no.
None of us are. Not even B-Drops.
Sleeping.
Yeah, she's asleep. She's waiting for the real shit. Also, Wordsy is here.
Hi. I actually did something today.
What'd you do?
My dreads got longer.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
Does that constitute you doing something?
Well, I did it myself.
Like, you pulled them?
I twisted my own dreads.
I
and
see.
Hand dried them and stuff.
There is more
His hair
material,
is
and you
hard
worked
at work
more
growing.
material.
Yeah.
Okay.
I accomplished the task.
Speaking of accomplishing tasks, I have a task for B-Drops.
Hey, what's up?
It's time for some participation.
Oh,
Because this, as I understand it, is not a recap of...
no, it's sort of more supplemental to the mobile. Well, all
So-
of the mobile games, I should say.
So is there anything we should know before diving in?
So some of it's going to be covered, but I guess a brief overview going in because I only watched this movie once. I don't remember how well they covered it.
Mm-hmm.
This
They
is okay. This
Cool.
is taking place before the Keyblade world.
Oh god,
so
we're fading away.
The Realm of Light is all one place. All of the worlds that were previously separate in other installments are all on one linear plane. And hypothetically, if you go in one direction for long enough, you'll run into another world.
Okay.
They aren't difficult to travel between. They're just far apart.
Kind of like
lots of
at
people
the
have
beginning with the island.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lots of people have Keyblades now.
Sure.
So that's not weird at all. Just everybody's got one. It's not a big deal. They're gonna explain all of the foretellers,
Uh-huh.
and then there's gonna be plot stuff that happens after this. So I guess we could go over that after watching the movie, but I think that's basically all you really need going in.
Okay.
If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts Chi, which is the original X, or Union Cross, you're not going to be missing that much that you can't get from this, or that we could fill in for you.
Alright. I'm gonna hit my one button. Oh shit, two buttons!
Crazy.
It was the best of times, it was the darkness of times. Oh, shit.
The
The world was... what? Wait. Wait.
Pick your
Wait, no,
group,
no,
fight.
on
No,
his
fight.
6.
No, fight. No,
To
To
no,
5.
five.
Look at the
Team?
shit. To be known as
Five.
the Fatal Land.
But-
5 rhythm
The
and-
Great War?
For a Great War. They decided to prevent that from... Okay.
They
Harness
decided-
unimaginable forces.
From
Okay.
Happening. Okay, but preventing what happened. The hardest
inevitable
Don't
imaginable.
wait. Don't follow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
But darkness can
Okay.
still- Okay.
I don't know why this sequence goes on for so long. Also, that kid's named Ephemer.
Afterwards, cool.
That's a cool name.
I based the
Cool.
character. I made one.
Wait, are we
separate.
going back again? The powers of the book. Okay. From happening. Light. Gummy ships. Darkness.
Hey,
Darkness light. Hey, I know
hey,
that font.
Goofy.
They're using like fucking default fonts in Premiere. Hold on.
Hey, Beast and guess. Okay.
Wait, yeah. Hold on.
We might have to talk about
What?
the Book of Prophecies at some point.
Hey, look, it's Cerberus.
Oh, okay.
Nice,
Feel the heat.
Cerberus. Feel the heat.
Oh, I'm echoing.
Feel like
it.
Aladdin.
They harness unimaginable force and keep the world safe from.
Oh shit! The witch is. Oh man, it's the actual ending of Snow White. That's pretty dope. Thanks. What's up, y'all? We have all Keyblades. Oh, not this idyllic town. Man, Mabel's story got fucking weird.
Man, well, that's a joke, but it did though.
Maple's story did get weird. I played Maple's story too. Oh shit, he's got Aladdin Keyblade, and he's got Beauty and the Beast Keyblade. And that guy had a Darkness Fist. That was pure
That's
darkness. Okay. But I was born and smiled for what? Is this actually just repeating text?
I swear, yeah.
Some of it is, yeah.
Okay. Eventually you'll read all of it.
Getting owned.
if it passes by you enough. Oh man, oh, it feels so good. Oh god,
They
oh.
like darkness and keep darkness simple.
They don't follow,
You know,
okay.
so simple. They don't follow. Okay.
Pure dark. Ugh.
Okay.
Noises.
Kingdom Hearts.
I understand.
Okay, I believe you.
Now, who wants to play an MMO?
I do. Ah,
Yeah.
the case
Love
of. I will
Case of
take
Lucian.
one case of Lucio. Lucio, baby. He's Mushu's cousin.
So that makes
So-
you the indisposable number 7. Huh.
Do you think there's any
Come
favoritism
on,
going
it's
on here?
simple.
No.
You 6 plus me is 7. Wait.
You ate
Don't
9.
tell me I don't count. No.
Oh, God.
Does do revelations hurt?
Eh, more. This is the third time I've seen this, and they
Hey.
hurt way more. now.
That Keyblade.
Ah, Soul
In
Edge.
the master's playful and mischievous
Whoa,
way,
Keyblade nuts, bruh.
he gave
Who the
his
fuck are you?
apprentice Lucio
That's
a very
Chirithy.
important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
Yo, Master, why does this Keyblade look so fucking evil?
You know, I actually never sat down and questioned whose
Long,
Chirithy was
long
that. I
ago,
just couldn't help but sit here
all
and
the
think,
worlds
oh,
were still one.
don't like that. Please hire a child
One
or
day,
something.
Nope.
No,
this would be called the Age of Fairy
This
Tales.
is a background character of My Little Pony.
It
I
all
bet it's.
began here
I bet it's
in
your
Daybreak
Cherokee.
Town.
Mm,
The
How do you
master
know
of
so
magic
much?
had an eye that gazes into the
Don't
future.
don't you want your Cherokee to be the
He
narrator?
bestowed upon
I'm
five
going
of
to
his 6
crunch that little
apprentices
creature between my fists.
a copy of
Ooh,
the Book
give him
of
the
Prophecies,
hammer,
in which was written the events to
or
come.
or the vice grip, whatever they call that thing. The scroll crusher.
The
Hey,
Skull
it's
Crushing finale.
Not
Daybreak
that one,
Town.
Yeah.
we've completed the trifecta
Well,
of dumb towns
It's-
that nobody likes.
Traverse Daybreak Twilight.
Yeah.
So, did you look through the book?
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Did you do your homework?
I'm still analyzing
when
it.
your custom character
Wow, no
appears in the
quick spin for you,
cutscene.
huh?
I just prefer to be thorough.
That's a lot of this game. actually.
Master, is
Yeah.
what it says in the last passage true?
Look,
yeah,
man, it's
right.
level 99 gear. I
Come
can't just
on.
fucking see.
Yes.
Remove
Is
it.
that Robin
By
and
the way,
Downs?
if one day I suddenly disappear,
I honestly don't
counting
remember.
on you to keep the
To
others calm.
Google.
Okay?
Counting on
Just
you to keep the others calm.
Vanish, dim, fade, tap. I don't know how to explain
It's
it.
Matthew Mercer.
It's just
It's
hypothetical.
me neither,
Oh.
guy.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Matt Mercer.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of
This
many
world
small
is full of
events,
light.
connected, stretching.
It
as
is
far as
just
the eye can
basically like
Yeah.
One
Okay,
great
I guess
light
Robin
protects
and
us
Downs
all
only
from
voiced
this vast
Luxord.
land.
Ah.
All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take
Okay.
it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Yeah, dog.
Right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever.
Oh, I'm at the
It'll be
game.
here forever.
But if it were to
Sick.
disappear,
don't beat up that
the world
flower.
would be enveloped in darkness.
Ah, it's David
Oh.
I understand.
or something.
That
Do
is
you?
why you granted us these Keyblades.
I understand.
With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom
With
Hearts
swords.
from darkness.
No,
I will teach
they're
you
not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
morals.
The final passage reads,
I'm
You
a
know,
champion of light, says
on
the
that
man in a
fated
black
land,
cloak.
a great war shall transpire.
The foretell, like,
Darkness will
they
prevail.
have regular names
Expire.
starting
Isn't it our duty as
right
Keyblade
here, and
wielders
then they
to
get
prevent this war
more
from
and more
taking
Kingdom
place?
Hearts, I feel.
Not possible. You really think you can change the
I like
future?
specifically this guy.
What do you want us to do?
Yeah.
We
I could
have
see
to
someone
focus on what comes
Wh-
after.
who
We're
might
just thinking
have
of
his
ways
name.
to change events that we know are gonna happen.
Look at that
But
god rays.
What about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes?
I wasn't peeking.
Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We
that's-
have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could.
Well, if you want to give
Wink.
it a shot.
Do you want to give it a
Alright,
shot? I'm a
good luck.
sassy guy.
Okay, anyway, bye.
God.
Oh, my dandelions. They turned into
Hey.
Keyblades.
Exposition.
And
Freaking
so
unicorn
the
guy.
relatable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn,
Uh-huh.
was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the
Uh-huh.
mask of the snake, was
Okay.
given her role to watch over the others.
Snakes and
Okay.
virtue. That's what I associate, yeah.
I mean, it's a cool mask, though.
Fearless Aced,
Sure.
who wore the mask of the bear,
So,
Hell yeah.
was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era.
I'm the muscle.
The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox,
What's up?
was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after.
I got the shitty job. Whoosh.
The cool
Sounds like a
leader,
pretty
Ava,
hard
who wore
job
the
to do.
mask of the leopard,
Aw,
was
shit.
given his role to uncover the mystery of
The
the
pro
Focus
wrestler.
prophecies.
Horace said
Lucian,
everyone got like
the
a really
first of the
specific
apprentices to
role,
be given
and
their
he was just
role,
like, oh, I'm gonna help
watched
that
his
guy.
companions from afar,
Be
as
muscle,
they knew
essentially.
what it was that they were meant to do.
Oh, what's that big
He
box?
disappeared.
Nothing.
What's in the box?
The box, man.
Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
He held up a peace
Ow.
sign and just went poof. I just walked away.
Whoa, man.
I will say that so far this game
Yeah,
has 2 female characters.
Oh,
that's a hell of a
This
thing.
is
With
where your
Keyblades.
story began.
And they're named.
Yeah.
The story of your very
There's
own
one more.
adventure.
Oh, okay.
Look, they all have the same
5
starter
of the
key.
master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies.
And sweet
They
masks.
each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes.
Nice, they're wearing masks for
Then
brand
They
recognition.
set out to
Fuck
battle
yeah.
Keyblade wielders just like
Because they
him.
look sick.
By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness,
They're bound to my character.
they would gather light.
Let's
They
go
would gather
find-
lots, you motherfuckers.
Get
That
her
is
right.
incorrect. Get your own
What?
fucking game right.
Kingdom Hearts Key. Back cover.
So Kingdom Hearts Key was the first game.
We got our browser game, we got our mobile game, we got our other mobile game, we got our other mobile
There's a
game,
traitor among us.
and a movie.
Oh, fuck.
Mhm.
We're already here. With traitors.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
Ooh.
It's you. You questioned it.
Are you certain?
Are you certain?
No, I'm not certain.
This
I-
motherfucker.
Sniffing around.
He's the traitor.
Is that a dark charity? Is that a nightmare?
Yes.
That's. I hate how relevant that word is now. I hate that
Oh,
things
well.
make sense.
Listen to the music.
Hell
Right.
yes, it is that fucking music.
Master, did you make this? It's so
Play the balloon game.
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around
Poke
here
it.
soon. But this spirit chill thief
Just
is gonna
shake
make
it.
your lives much easier.
Poke it until
Oh,
it
like that.
loves you.
Spirit?
That girl in Finding Nemo.
You could say they're like cats or dogs.
That's fucking me with
They'll
all
be
my
your
dream
loyal
meters.
pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at
We
their
go off
side.
trap tree
Oh,
wide.
you wanna
To
do-
help,
go?
So play nice.
okay.
I did not
Why,
touch
if you
any of
confine
these
me
games,
into this
guys.
orb.
Don't forget,
I did. I played them
if
dice.
a wielder is overcome by
course.
malice, or rather, if their heart is tainted by darkness,
Yo.
their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
Ooh, but it's already
So
in
you're telling us that if
Don't
we
mind
see a
darklings or
nightmare-
anything.
Someone has fallen into
Oh
darkness.
god.
Exactly.
This
If
is
you
gonna
don't
suck
stop this
for
renegade
another
spirit,
length of
it'll
this
plant
stream.
darkness in the hearts of others, and you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands.
Let me
Why
out!
can't you see my face? You can see
So-
the silhouette of me.
One of
It's
these
true.
nightmares.
We have to get rid of it on
I'm
the
wearing
spot.
a black
No,
face
I
mask.
won't let you do that.
No
I
wonder you
don't
ended up
want
as the bear.
that one.
You're scary.
Your
What do you mean
point?
ended up?
Maybe you can growl it then.
None of us chose.
Don't insult me.
We had a preset
I said,
group of
I'm
animals,
Lord.
it works unless you try.
and one of them drew the unicorn straw.
Boy,
Please
this
tell me
is
you're joking.
Also, their
not me.
master being a big goofball is the
There's an easy way to
Why?
solve this.
It's bizarre.
If we all summon our
I
spirits,
have some mixed
then we'll
feelings
know.
about it.
the
Maybe
master.
because
There are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't
So
a
by this
nightmare.
point in the games, people at
I'm
home,
afraid that your
you've
suggestion
been playing under
wouldn't
your
help us get to the
selected
bottom of this.
leader and gathering light
Yeah,
or
in
lux
that
for them.
case, who's
Sure.
to say
What
that
for?
the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us?
Well,
It could belong to anyone in our union.
also you've been given a Chirithy.
That's
and
highly unlikely.
because we're sort of in
Do
the
you
first
recall
game,
the tool the
then
wielders were given in order
boy,
to
the
make them
Chirity's gonna
strong?
be a fucker.
We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy.
Ooh,
But
dark
I thought
energy
y'all agreed
bangles.
that was okay.
It's just what they use to
Collecting is
collect
fine.
lux. So it
But
flows into your
using that
character.
power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no.
So a Chirithy
Everyone's
was
already
hiding.
equipped
Oh.
their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame?
I trust the
We
snake.
shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
You didn't play the last game?
Some
Envy?
leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours?
I mean, I was hoping.
That was foolish.
Aced, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think
I
you're
should
going?
be leader.
Well,
We're done here.
Look at me, I'm the
I
biggest.
trust
I'm
you.
so large.
And therefore the best.
And pointing.
What the
I
fuck?
hope. I hope we can all resolve this soon.
Said the fox.
Luckily, that's not your job. That's somebody else's job.
Yeah, I got. Anyways, back to
Expected.
teaching.
What's
Hey
wrong,
guys,
Ira?
why did the master all
This
put us in
isn't
these
like
spots
you.
to fight?
A lost page.
Mm.
Something's missing from our book of prophecies.
It's so hard for me to make a joke about
Each of
that
our
because, like,
copies
that
were
is
said to
easily what I
contain
hate
the
most about
events
this
of the
entire
future.
plot. I don't
But
understand.
this incident,
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Aren't you supposed to
Like
be
I said,
watching everybody?
It's
You should
nowhere
know
to be
this.
found
Yeah,
in my book.
Envy's doing a real bad job.
Ira,
Also,
are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the
Oh.
person with the
Hmm.
complete book is the traitor?
a wild.
There is something
So,
going on.
hey
The
everybody,
page
whose
is
book isn't
suspiciously
complete?
missing from the book. It's
It's
not
mine.
so far-fetched to
Got 'em.
assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned,
Jiminy's turn.
that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
Well, Sora,
There seems
let me
to
tell
be
you,
no record
I got all the
of
lost
why they're
pages right
hiding.
here.
You
I'm
mean
the
Time
master
for great
of
darkness to
darkness.
fill the world.
I wonder,
Thank
Let the
God.
darkness be your
has that
guide.
been the master's
Come on,
plan
Nook.
all along?
Come on, Banook.
Come on, Nook.
Nook? Man, he removed another syllable?
We have no way of
He's
knowing.
that evil.
Fuck. Even noked. You got noked!
Keyblade. No
I
way,
understand what
Mr.
you're
Fucker.
saying. I promise
You
to
heard
keep
an
a
order.
close eye on the
Prepare to
others.
get noked!
I will keep you informed, as always.
Ain't no strings on you.
And then
Nuts
Pinocchio
to that.
just lies until he impales you
all,
with his nose.
That is what the master asked of me.
Okay, I'm imagining a Kingdom Hearts game where all the enemies are like puppets
And
on
Ira,
strings that like just
May
go
your
off
heart
screen.
be your guiding key.
It's pretty good.
They really saved a lot of budget on her.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Not even a mouth.
Yeah.
Just gotta walk around. The
Maybe
case
that's like-
of
So
envy.
to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others.
Please don't touch me.
He's breezy.
All right.
Hey, Master, why you're all
Like I
like
said,
super dark?
Ira may have to take over for me.
For real.
But
We
I'll
all
be
wear
sure.
white.
Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak
Jiminy
up.
can't be writing over a book
Even
of
though I
prophecy
say
dice.
observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
Data Sora exists in the Book of Prophecy.
But without you,
Oh, well,
Yushu,
fine, bring him back.
to form and maintain our own
Imagine
unions
if
is-
that was true, and Kingdom
it's a
Hearts was
little
even
unnerving,
worse.
to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear.
That's
Aw.
assuring.
Wait. Do you
Huh?
want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
If I ever
Please
wrote a
stop
character
touching
like
me.
this, I apologize.
I'll run a
I know
character
that
like
change
this.
can be
I'm
hard
real
forever,
sorry.
But
This dude's an
things
asshole, and I
need to
love him.
keep moving forward.
Honestly.
You need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds.
Why would you say that? Like, you could have
you're not
stopped
saying,
at any point.
I'm evil.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Mm-hmm.
I say it all.
Yeah.
You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gesticulating.
Yeah, man.
Whoa! Hey,
Acting.
general, just, snippy comments, whatever. Who
It's
cares?
like, you know, we're not on a PS2
I was
anymore,
wrong
so I can
about
just,
Ira.
like, go kind of nuts.
I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think?
I want to
You
be
don't
the
believe
leader.
what Ira said, do
I
you?
don't like gossiping in the
Of
break
course
room.
not.
Yeah,
His
please.
argument
I'm
is
just
unbelievable.
trying to, like, take my
It's
10.
like Invi said.
I need
He's
to
just
get
Trying to
back to
scarf
work.
down this
Assumptions
Lunchable real
given
quick.
Yeah,
Just-
like, dude,
There's no evidence to tie his
Why are you
accusations
on
to
break? A set?
let alone
I'm not. I'm just, I'm just so
go
mad.
outside.
There's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs
I
to
said,
tell
I'm
us.
gonna
How
report
dare he look
this.
at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I suspect
I
him.
wouldn't call it common. Anyway,
Gula,
did
come
you
on.
get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
Oh, I did
I
actually.
did
I
actually.
want the three of us to form an alliance.
Of complaining.
Ludinus said.
I knew
I just
it.
really wanted to vent to
I
somebody.
had a feeling it would come to
I
this.
trust you
Alliances
guys.
are forbidden?
So,
Wait, what?
Ain't that-
join forces
Yeah,
and-
they're
It's not
not
fair.
allowed to form alliances
Confronting him is
between their
pointless.
unions.
Ira will
Oh,
change
right,
his
because they
mind.
represent unions.
Because they don't want each of their
I
unions to
know
get too
there's
strong.
darkness
So.
at work,
And that's just good business. Or
There's no
something. I
question.
don't know.
but
You know, instead
don't
of
believe
just
for a second
not
there's a
having
traitor
unions in the
among
first
us.
place.
unfortunately,
You don't want a
Ira
monopoly.
doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to
Ooh,
figure out
physics.
who the traitor is.
Hey, anybody talking about me?
The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to
Oh,
band
it was just
together
him.
now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
But no.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's
Even-
no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now.
Hey guys, I'm back from my trip.
want
Hey,
my
nobody
union members involved.
joining unions, right?
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Traitor.
Yeah.
By the way, Sam,
Trader says what? What?
Envy know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me?
Sup, wanna break some rules?
Kula, Ava, what are you doing here?
Forming
Apparently.
unions.
What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our
You just
unions.
want an alliance without Ira.
Kula here has already agreed.
That's all it is.
Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice. Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The
I'm
Master
one
bestowed
bear.
each of us with a different
Where's
role, and he
Corey
specifically
Burton when you
told
need
us
him?
to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to
Hey, Google,
darkness.
what's up?
I know you haven't forgotten.
Just sitting here.
Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
Mwah.
What? I'm too big for that.
Yeah.
I'm tainted by darkness?
I'll show you. Tainted by darkness
Then what
activates
about
darkness.
You, Envy?
I have
You
such a light
spy on
palette.
us and
How dare
report
you?
everything
Yeah,
you
we
see
all
back
do.
to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in
The only
your
one with a
heart
dark
after
palette
what
is the
you
Master.
did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes.
Know your role.
but
Shut your
not
mouth.
to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's
If you don't
enough.
join us, you're a
Always-
commie.
It's always the big guy who is Darkness Boy, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Goofy's next.
Unless they're going like the really edgy route, and they're like, "Oh, it's the little kid who was always nice to everybody."
Oh man, that was
Stop.
nuts.
I don't want
Ephemer's
us to
the
turn
traitor.
against each other.
Yeah,
That son of a bitch.
Master Ava.
this guy's the traitor.
Hey,
That's
Eph-
Ephemer.
Hello.
Oh,
Your name
okay.
is Ephemer,
Hi,
right?
Gotcha Pepper.
Yeah, I was.
Hey, can I join you?
Alright, where's his D&D character?
Original character, don't steal.
Why the long face? Something wrong?
It's just my mask, dog.
Look at his bouncy ass anime curly hair. I love it.
Yeah, they
you
each
remember what you
curl
asked me
is just
before?
like
Whoa.
an individual hair
About why the
entity.
unions compete against each other instead of working
It's a
together.
weird sentence.
He's gonna fly away on those curls.
Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh?
I want the Dream Eater
Isn't it
music back.
Just because the master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey.
You don't like dearly?
The master said so.
I've heard it.
So it is. But lately,
I mean,
I've
everybody
really started
has.
to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers.
I did?
You wanted
Oh,
to
that was another
solve the
game.
mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
I want to know about the book.
Let me in on your secrets.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
You're the traitor.
No, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
That'd be pretty sick.
You'd think that'd
You
be
know,
like the original
I
point.
made a friend from another union today.
Add
So-
it to my
you.
friends
Maybe
list.
just shy.
It's
We're
is
meeting again
you.
tomorrow.
It's me.
That sounds like so
I don't
much
talk
fun.
because I'm a silent protagonist.
Then you'd better
Eh.
go home and get some
Except
sleep.
for
That's
like that
excellent.
one time.
Okay.
Yeah, text box.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Oh,
Was it?
deep
I don't know
bow.
what's got you down. But please cheer up.
So,
Shut your
little
up.
note about
Thank you.
Ephemer's voice actor. He's Teen Wolf.
Huh.
Yeah.
If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world.
Dice, these are some like
Wait,
hot takes you got in chat.
Let the wind
Dice
carry
just
you
wants a
far,
bloodbath.
far away.
Well, you'll
It's just
you'll
the
get one.
It's just the fucking end of Reservoir Dogs, but with keyblades.
Kind of.
I'm so glad.
Envy. Have you learned?
Why am I the bear?
It seems Aset and Gula's unions are now allied.
So a
Hey,
Sith
you guys
is a
can't
traitor
do
after
that.
all.
No,
Look, it's a
I
dark
don't
sider.
believe he is.
Why's that?
To Aced, unification is a means of gathering strength
Aced.
to oppose the darkness.
Yeah.
So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
At least none of us are
Even
named
so,
Even.
forming alliances was strictly
Even.
forbidden by the Master.
It's capital.
Yes, and his teachings are
Dylan.
absolute. That's why
But
I will try and
where
persuade
did that
Ruler to
conversation
dissolve their
between
alliance.
Ava
Then
and
I'll do it.
No,
Ephemer take?
please let me
Ah.
do the talking. Your
Sometimes.
intervention
Dave-
will do nothing more
Daybreak
than
Town, right?
spur Aced's
Yeah.
anger.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
I'll leave it to you.
And one
Did-
more thing.
Is this gonna not be
Aced
consistent?
has begun to question the two of us. As a
It might
precaution,
not be
my
consistent.
reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Keep
You think
Yeah,
they
there
would
was
just
a
make
keyboard.
their animal noises when they're alone?
Who wouldn't?
He just takes a deep breath. Oh shit! Time skip.
Says rolling around like.
A few months of gameplay later.
I think I'm done.
Okay.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
We just meet in the break room
Pretty
all the time and
simply,
complain.
I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness.
But it ain't
hasn't
happened.
come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently. And you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
Basically, you sucked up.
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees.
And if he's cool.
Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
Arthur Fist.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
Wanna find a traitor?
And that's exactly why.
You barely lifted me off the ground, dude. What kind of bear are you?
No, he doesn't even have like
just
not even a 5
can't
o'clock
trust
shadow.
anyone but myself.
Right?
Don't you realize you won't stand
Got
a
fur
chance
pelt.
against the darkness on your own?
He does have barriers
too
sticking
weak.
through his hood, and I'm cool with that.
Sorry.
I guess everybody
my
kind
mind's
of
made
has
up.
their ears, but I feel his are meaningful because they're kind of small.
Boy, this. I think, man, it's just
Envy.
this
You
game
will
is just
regret
so
this.
separate from Kingdom Hearts that we know and love.
But it's not, though.
I can't wait for this to come crashing into the fucking real plot. Which is at 100 miles an hour.
Okay, Dice, why what? Why did they find out about the traitor, or why did the Dark Cherokee hand out
Been
the
here long?
Bengals?
My bad.
No.
It weirds me out that the organization cloaks are just
You
ancient.
didn't forget, did you? You're the one
Yeah.
who called me here.
I mean, it's just a
I was
tool
just
to
kidding.
walk through
You
darkness.
didn't forget.
Not
Give me a
suspicious at
little
all, is
credit
it?
here.
No.
I was just testing you.
Where are you?
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're
I
going
like-
to be Ira's right-hand man.
I like the Master's, like, shtick.
Ira's right-hand man? What do
Because
you mean?
he gives off the air of someone who, like,
Ira's
suddenly
gonna
got
be the leader
transported
after I'm
into
gone,
this
see?
role and is
That's
just winging it.
understandable.
And everybody's treating his word as
Explain to
law.
me, Master.
Because he's just,
Ira's
he kind of
going
is
to be
just,
leader.
like, the way he speaks, he's really
Is that
like,
disappointment, I hear?
Sure, whatever, fuck it, you know. Go do this thing, what?
That's a different story, but
What, you think I'm lying?
You
What?
really want to be leader, huh?
well,
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough.
Blushes.
Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day.
I feel kind
I
of
won't
bad
elaborate
for
on that.
Because is he really like I just
Well,
like you're cool.
I might disappear.
A little bit.
Here? Why? Where?
I'm not mad about this.
Right? It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking
And Aced is
thinking and
less
thinking behind
serious?
that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
right.
I'm winking.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? That's how I elaborate. Making Mira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows?
Jesus,
Your
Matt
leadership
Mercer.
might be just what everyone needs. And that's
Just putting your all into this.
May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, Aced.
That's how I pronounce my name.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill
These
my
time
true
jumps are
role.
nuts.
Nikki's never coming back. Anyways, time to fuck up my team. Boss fight music. Hey, quit fucking my house! Damn, Keyblade wheels! Oh shit, opening rifts in time?
Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the master told us to.
Don't be fooled, Dice.
You need to
They're
come
all
to your
doing
senses.
exactly what they were supposed to.
Yep.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits.
It's just the sun going
Classic
down,
Kingdom
man.
Hearts.
Defy the Master's
Idiots getting
teachings
manipulated
to
plotline.
protect
He
the
is
world.
trying.
You're saying he
Because
was
he
wrong?
really wants to help.
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
Oh, it's the Rakuzen Sigil.
Oh, they know where you're at. So, if like these guys had their roles switched around, things would have been way smoother, right?
Oh shit.
Abba, over here!
Does that cat have a cape?
Yep.
Envy, Aced, what's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
Did you?
No, that's not true.
Abba, there's no time to lose.
He weeps and sweats.
Yeah. Sweaty boy.
The person that seems most like the traitor right now is Gula. In my opinion.
Yeah.
What, Leopard Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
May
when I
my
originally
guiding
played
key.
these games, that's also what I thought.
It's a numbers game.
They can't die, Dice. Not just yet.
Nobody dies.
Things gotta get nuts. Things gotta actually get
Jesus
nuts.
Christ. Keyblade
If
wielders are a menace.
I really wish we got to see that whole fight.
More like they broke in town.
Well, anyways. I'm gonna read this missing page that I stole because I'm the traitor. 3 months no. Hey, my name's on the floor. What?
Master? If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay.
Wait, how much is you here?
Now, where?
Oh, it's just the Book of
Here
Prophecy.
it is.
Ta-da!
If that were me, it would have like ripped in half.
What?
What's this?
Go on.
Paper.
Read it.
It's my thesis.
This is from the Book of Prophecies.
It's a picture of
But-
Dick Butt.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's a page that's not in any of your books.
And what's written here is...
Dick.
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it?
He's what?
If
No.
anyone deviates from the job they're given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
Sure, whatever.
Way to
Except
steal my
not
thunder,
everybody
show
even knows
off.
what the other people's jobs are.
Yep.
It's
Which
not fair.
that
My
point
plan
of
was supposed to
obfuscation
blow your mind
confused
with
the
its
shit out of me.
grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
It's just not good.
I'm
It's not.
sorry? But was my logic flawed?
I'm really supposed to feel like this is the
you're
smartest
right.
guy in the room.
So,
It-
I guess now you've
but
earned your
he's
time in the
doing
limelight.
it so effortlessly because everybody else is like, we must.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, and
Even
this
though
guy's
they're
like, oh, I figured it out already.
Act
Using my
normal,
superior
thinking
leopard
focus.
brain.
Trust no one but yourself.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
Fucking Christ, dude.
This game sucks.
This game fucking sucks. It's a
I
movie.
can't read that shit.
How does this movie suck as a game? This is the worst game ever. 0 to 10 on IGN.
Probably. 3.7.
Trust no one but myself.
0.2.
Well, so Dice, his future seeing is special, and it's everything's written in the Book of Prophecies anyway, right? It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Because the book said there is a traitor.
Why were we tilting up? There's nothing to see.
Listen, pan up. You gotta see more destruction.
We didn't even see.
Not more destruction.
He sure looks beat up, doesn't he?
Yeah, sure.
Do you
Just
want
sitting
to know
in the
what my
break
role
room.
is?
Be a
The books we
bitch.
were
When
given
I had a stomach
are
flu.
incomplete.
They wouldn't let me take today off.
There's a lost page.
God.
Lost page?
I feel
On
you,
that
Asa.
page,
Keyblade
is written
wielders
that there is a
working in
traitor.
retail. This is just the
master
storage
told
room.
me
His
to find
Keyblade looks
and
so
stop that
fucking
person.
evil.
Yeah.
I just. It's just a bunch of spikes I glued together.
Never
Just made out
again.
of needles.
It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down.
I'm too righteous.
You knew there was a traitor and you just watched
Also,
silently
his
as
left
we
mask
fought
makes him
each
look like
other.
he's doing duck lips sometimes, and it's
A little
really
bit.
funny to me.
Won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
I love
Don't you
Dula.
underestimate me!
You
Fuck
could have
him.
just tilted forward and stabbed him.
Ultra coward. Also, Goo
Oh,
makes
you
me
broke all the
want there to be
boxes.
Different like fighting styles for Keyblades. Like I want somebody to fence.
That would be pretty cool.
Like Riku does it, but like
Like-
I want more.
Count Dooku style.
Yeah. Birth by Sleep was the closest.
Yeah, because he had definitely
Yeah,
had
they
3
all-
distinct styles.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I also like that they mixed their own special thing into it. Yeah.
Like Ventus was an edgy teen and liked the Force Unleashed.
Jump, hit, jump, jump, hit, jump.
Why?
Ah, he's got a scuff.
Why did it have to come to this?
Well, Dice, if you're the traitor, then you likely read the Book of Prophecies as well and made some decision, right?
Mhm.
What decision would that be, and why would you do it? Maybe we'll
Books
find out.
Suck.
Books
Books
aren't
are for
good.
nerds.
Hey, people at home, if you're watching this later, never read.
If you're reading a book, fuck you.
If you're reading a book, we will find you, and I'll hit you with my Keyblade.
Because you're the traitor.
Come to finish me off? Then make it quick.
I was just waiting for the bus, dude.
Nah, man, you're my right-hand man.
That's not what brought me here today.
Alexander
I
Hamilton.
wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We are here to make sure that light lives on.
It's pretty funny.
With
It's pretty funny,
only
Six.
5 lights.
It's good.
We can't
It was a good
afford
joke
to
you did there.
lose any.
I like the thing you did there.
Thank you for
Count
noticing.
me as one of the five lights.
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through.
Now perish.
Truly, you're the leader.
But hey,
Just
I guess that's
kills
one of
him
the reasons I
immediately.
respect you so much.
I'm waiting for it.
However,
Fun fact,
Still might
horse
only be
noises are made
four.
by blocks of wood.
I'm talking
Not
about
coconuts.
Zula.
Nope.
He's using the
It is
knowledge
blocks of wood,
something
usually
called
attached
the
by
lost
wire.
Page.
That makes sense.
He
I
says
did some
Foley
I did some
contains
Foley
events
today.
that are missing from all of our
Oh, I did
books.
some, like, a month ago.
He's
I made
using
a
it to
baby noise.
discover and apprehend
We
whoever is
were
the
doing
traitor.
Foley of somebody kicking sheets
Claims that's
around.
his
We
role.
didn't. There wasn't really anything creative. We just literally wrestled a bunch of sheets by a
Who
microphone.
knows when his real
I
intentions are.
slapped sheet metal to make lightning noises. It was
Fuck
great.
yeah!
What I do
The
is
classic.
that I'll never forget
I
him
want
for
us to do
hiding the
something
fact
that involves
he knew
rain, so we
someone
can
would
sizzle some
betray
bacon.
us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
This rain is probably sizzling bacon.
I'd like to
I'm-
believe the Gula was simply
I watched an
carrying out his
episode of
role.
Crown Shinshan once, and they
Awesome.
had
I'll deal with this matter.
they had like
Please keep
people
it
who
to
do sound
yourself
effects,
for now.
like in the bottom corner,
Understand.
and they were doing like all the sound effects for the episode. So it was raining, and a guy was making rain noises and like
I
raindrop
need
noises
to see
and stuff
that
in his
lost
mouth.
page.
It was the coolest episode I've ever seen.
That sounds rad.
Yeah,
Shin-chan is good ass anime.
it's pretty good.
Why did you tell
500
Kira?
years later.
It had to be you. Because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding.
I'm
Didn't you
getting
think
bold.
for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why
Nope.
should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest.
It bothers me because you never shut your
from other
mouth. You
unions,
just bob your
and
head up and
you're
down.
training them in a
What the
secret
fuck?
location.
Sometimes there's other good
Because
angles.
that is my rule.
What?
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
Hey, she can't reveal your role. That's not how the game's played.
I shouldn't have stopped.
Everybody has.
Shut up.
What are you
Know your
talking
role
about?
and shut your mouth. That's what The
What
Rock
did Gula
said,
want?
and that's what the
I-
Master said.
Listen, as the leader, I mean,
Oh,
as the
exactly.
guy who's been given a role.
He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes. They were
It's just a game of paranoia,
scary.
but with keyblades.
I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know.
This fucking G.I. Joe Fensler film things with the guy in like the Buzz Lightyear helmet, and you just can't hear it. It's just-
Why are we looking over here? Oh. That's just
Meanwhile, Super Cat,
a charity.
run, motherfucker, run!
Ah, hoopa.
A Moogle. Oh shit, cartoon sound
Someone's
effect.
coming. They're headed straight this way.
Yo, that cat just talked.
Take care of him.
So, is he like diegetically a stuffed animal kind of thing?
That is a good question.
I don't know what our interior thing. I like to imagine its general cuteness.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't like to imagine touching a
Is something
Chirithy
wrong?
and it feels like an actual
know
cat. I
Gula's
do
here.
like to think it's more of a
What?
stuffed animal because it has stub limbs.
Tell me where he is.
You feel the bones in
Why?
its stubs.
You
I feel like I'm
What are you going to do?
sorry. I feel like I was
None of your
remembering art where you
concern.
could see like stitch lines down the Chirithy.
Maybe.
That does sound kind of
What?
familiar.
I
Yeah.
won't let you near him.
So,
So he's
that's
this way.
it.
Okay, move.
Yeah, where are the citizens?
I'll go.
The citizens are all of us playing the game right now as we speak.
Oh shit, dog. There I am.
We're in Daybreak Town because this is where we go to get our Keyblade and fight the darkness.
Oh,
Gula,
this
what are
box.
you doing?
It's labeled peaches. The
Something
orange.
happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
Fist.
I knew it.
You got kind of spindly
It's
fingers.
finally come to this.
Come to what?
Oh,
Everyone
Sack of
wants to
Gore is a
know
good
about the lost
band name.
page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books.
Reach into my sack
It
of
contains
gold.
a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil.
Pull out my beating heart.
That's it. So,
Cast it to Kingdom Heart.
I don't know what to make of it, to be honest.
Who wrote this book? It
My
sucks.
role is to find out who
It
it
definitely wasn't me.
is. I suspect it is said
Do you
enough to
not? Do
confront
you
it.
think I wrote this book? Don't you
Actually,
trust
Dice,
me?
this game is actually still up and alive.
It's not done
Why are you
yet,
telling
and
me
its
this
plot
for?
is important to Kingdom Hearts 3,
I have
but
enough to think about.
Yeah.
don't
Why
really
isn't
have
it
a
done?
Teachings and my role.
Because
right?
it's a mobile game.
There were things that were,
Oh,
I
hold on.
assume,
Good enough.
supposed
I'll be right back.
My actions on
Okay.
what was written on that lost page. Everything
It,
in the past.
I guess it did end, but it
That's why.
restarted.
I
Hmm.
need to find out.
Okay.
How?
I guess
I
that,
asked
And the
that makes
restart-
more sense.
But he's not here.
The
anymore.
restart is what we got here in
I'm going
America.
to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden.
It's
That's
against the
exactly why.
rules.
The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux.
Lux.
I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing.
Just let me borrow some money.
Help me with
Yeah, can
Please.
I just need $5,000, man. I'll
Don't
get
you have
back
a
on my feet.
billion players just filling you with Lux all the time? What are you doing?
No, they all
Nobody-
left my
I know you
faction
want
when I
the
was
Master to
lame.
return,
Got beat up by the bear guy.
but you don't
Oh,
know
man.
how summoning
Everybody's
Kingdom Hearts will affect the
Obvious
rest
Union.
of the
Who
world.
are we kidding?
They're all in her
Ah.
faction.
I
They're big
joined
for a
MB.
reason.
Nice.
I'm afraid I
she
can't.
she
help you.
reminded me of Aqua, so I was like, yeah.
I mean, yeah. She has aqua moves and everything.
May your heart
She just
be
seemed
your
like the
guidance.
most put together of everybody. Or at least she's trying. Like,
All right.
That guy
What I
needs
miss?
he needs $5,000 so he can summon Kingdom Hearts.
and she won't
He's
give
on
it
a
to
mission
him.
to collect Lux.
Here's my GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Ah, that explains why Aced and Ira are as well. They're trying
Oh,
to maintain
Dice.
the balance,
Why is the world ending?
You
That is
got
a
it,
good
man.
question.
but that isn't the balance.
Is
that
is
they're
the
expected to keep.
has there actually been any evidence of the world ending, or are they
Well,
fighting
it-
only because they think the world's ending?
No, in the background of this, we're not seeing all of the players like going to fight the darkness that is here,
Okay.
and collecting Lux, where they're trying to prevent
And what's written in the
darkness
book,
from happening,
all of it
Okay.
will happen.
and that the Tirothy giving people that bangle was like the start of an
What are you going
event
to
that
do?
was
I'll gather
you know,
Lux
oh, the
too.
Tirothy was
matter
giving out the
what,
bangles
the
was
balance
actually
must
super
be
evil.
kept.
That's the one that Ira had caught earlier in this
Ava,
video,
Oops.
you do the same. We must.
and that
Delay
Tirothy
the inevitable.
brought nightmares with it and stuff.
Right.
It's a really tough fight when it was happening, but it's not that hard now.
Oh, MMOs. Meanwhile, Fountain.
I love this fountain.
Delicious.
7 years later.
7 Years Wars about Keyblades.
I like flowers. Wait, was there a plot going on?
Oh.
What's in there?
Yeah, it's not where your eye is. It's
okay.
just.
I would hope
Yeah.
it is because that's like the only window.
But it's way too high.
I think.
Case of Ava.
No, that's a case of books.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen.
Okay.
The entire world will be lost
It,
in darkness.
it's not contained.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Yeah, we just you don't see any of that in this movie because it doesn't care about that. It cares about the drama.
Yeah, like this movie is all the information we didn't see during the games. We saw bits and pieces of it, but like this fills in a whole bunch of details.
Wait, this wasn't given to you in the game?
What is it that you need?
No, not at all. So, like I said,
Ow, my face.
this game has been like when it started off as a browser thing in Japan, like it was one story. Then something happened and it became another story in America, and then this is filling in the blank spaces in between.
Them fly to another world.
Jesus.
This story is told over 4 separate instances of the same game, including
really
this.
think that I'm the right person for
So
this?
you can't have the full story unless you play all of it.
You're the only person for this.
Of course.
I understand.
That sucks, bud.
I played all of it. It does suck.
Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar
Look,
to
people.
Whoa.
but in a world that is different,
Where the hell did you come from?
one made of dreams,
It's the generic guy and the generic girl.
Over and over and over.
No, the first
you
two in
are
the front.
our hope.
Yeah,
Those two.
A war will soon wage. Those who strive to
Keyblade
protect
war?
the light
Can you look at us while
will
you're?
turn their weapons on their
What?
allies
I can't hear you.
for the sake of loyalty to their own unions.
Master Ava.
I really wish
Stop.
one of them just had a really stupid outfit.
I don't know how far I can
So
guide
while you're
Like in the
playing
background.
games, while you're
What
playing
you
the
must
games,
remember
like you can get joined
that
by
anyone can
like
lose
NPC
themselves
players
to the
essentially.
darkness.
Hey, look, Riku close. But
However, there will be
like
no
one of the
winners.
people that join you is like
Everything
wearing
will
like
be
a big ass
lost.
Moogle suit. It's hilarious.
Fuck yeah.
They are my favorite NPC.
They
All
should have
of
put
you
that
who
in
are
this
the seeds
cutscene.
of hope.
Fuck, I wish
the time
like
comes.
there's also like a girl who has
And
like
there is
zebra
war.
like
You
antlers or
mustn't
something.
fight,
It's
but
awesome.
Instead, you must fly away from here to the world outside.
Fly, my
This training
pretties.
is to help you fulfill this crucial task.
What crucial task?
The future
Oh.
is in all your hands.
It's a good thing we
As
are
is the
children.
world's light.
Go nuts.
May your hearts be your guiding.
Did she say we're gonna turn our Keyblades on our allies?
Yo, what?
No, you mustn't fight. You must fly away.
But she just said, "Wait, no, you've contradicted yourself."
Can I take my friends? No,
No.
no, you can't. By the way, also, her
The
little
gazing
group
eye?
of people, she
Nah,
selected them
that's not
all.
what it's called.
They are the dandelions.
What the? Actually, no name. No name. Gaze or not,
Oh,
that
no name.
Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye.
Oh yeah,
To be exact.
no.
Important.
You all should recognize that.
Do you? No.
Yeah.
Jesus
Anyway, back to
Christ.
You need to pass down that Keyblade.
This guy is like 1,000% better than like any other Kingdom Hearts character.
My eye can see the
I like.
Yeah, okay, this.
See the Book of Prophecies. Bingo. The fact that it
Bingo.
exists is proof of your success. That means you've
Go
trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least
I love the like
Neither of us can see each other's faces.
But I haven't done
gloved,
anything yet.
stifled claps.
It was pretty good.
Good point. Guess you better
But
get
with
started
Mama-san.
then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies
This
to keep you
evil
company
ass
either.
like piano just
Right?
kind
Or
of creep
have you
in the
causing any
background.
temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details,
God
so
damn
don't
it.
sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, And this box.
Sorry,
Need
I
to
should have
stay
made
out
the
of sight.
favoritism joke here,
Just
though,
watch
after
with
we'd
your
seen
own
all the other
eyes,
foretellers.
and my eye, of
Yeah.
course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is
So
right,
I'm sure
go off and do your
everybody,
thing.
it was clear for everybody, but
What's in it?
oh boy,
It's a secret. And
why is it a
you'll
secret?
see.
What's in the box?
It's in the
You
box.
never, ever open it.
I would.
Now I really
This
wanna
guy's
know.
boss fight would be sick, actually.
All right.
Oh, you got a keyblade, huh?
Indulge you.
Okay.
But this
Saw
secret
that
stays
coming.
between the two of us.
You're kind
You
of
have
stupid.
to promise never to open the box.
Oh, wow. Sonic Blade, huh? No.
Shit, is that Goofy?
Oh, fuck. Can I get an autograph?
Whisper,
Big
whisper,
fan.
whisper, 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 whisper. Oh, secrets. I didn't hear a word of that. That's disgusting.
You'll see. So if that wasn't clear, his eye can see everything, and as long as it exists, as it goes forward in the future, he can see what that thing has seen over all of time. Apparently.
Okay. I'm glad that time travel came back again.
Well, it's not. It's less time travel. It's more like his.
The eye sort of transcends time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guiding
interesting.
So
Oh, man.
that's how he wrote the Book of Prophecies.
I guess that makes sense.
Just getting all this sand
Finish the
blowing
fight.
out his eye.
Ow,
Ah,
ow,
Lucian!
ow, ow, damn it.
God.
Dude. That's it. Oh, God, Jesus.
Okay,
That
so
was
what
really
follows
short.
this is the Keyblade War,
Yep.
basically.
And then
which-
everybody fucking fought to death.
Yeah, the Keyblade War plunged the Realm of Light into darkness and nearly destroyed everything. And
But
the Dandelions were the ones who were able to bring things back. They sort of screwed off into the Realm of Sleep
Yep.
for
Uh,
safety. And they're all being brainwashed, by the way.
Oh, great.
Once they got there, their Chirithes are brainwashing them so that they don't remember the Keyblade War ever happening.
There was no
That's
Keyblade War.
Union. That's Unchained X.
Oh, sure.
Other- Oh yeah, there's a bunch of other things we should probably say before we go into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Probably.
Like you
You wanna-
or go on.
I'm sorry. Do you want to start immediately after they get to because the whole
I was
point
gonna,
of this.
yeah, I was
okay.
gonna mention the Dandelion leaders.
Okay, I guess right before that. So they get into the world of sleep and all that stuff, and while they are there, the game that you actually play is just a remake of the original game.
Weird.
It's so fucking wild. But it's a remake of the original game under new leaders. If you wanted to.
So, we got new Union leaders, handpicked by Ava. There were only a couple of them that we knew of before the Keyblade War actually happened. So Ephemer is one of them, and
Sure.
there's this girl named Strelitzia, right?
Oh.
But she gets murdered,
Oh.
Yeah.
and her book gets taken. Oh, I should specify, Master Ava gave all the new leaders the Book of Prophecies and instructions and stuff for when they
Right.
got there. So that's what got stolen. So Strelitzia never made it. And crap, what's her name?
Who?
There- the other Union leader that we befriended, black hair.
Skuld?
Yeah, her. So we know Skuld and Ephemer, who are actually like friends of the player character, and then we got some other dumb characters, like some dude named Brain.
Okay.
And Lorium?
Yeah, we got Lorium, who is obviously the somebody of Marluxia.
Oh.
And Ventus.
Oh,
Ventus
okay.
is one of these. How?
That's
So,
a really good
yeah.
question.
That.
Though I guess
so
he got
that-
kind of like fucked up eventually or something. I
Okay,
don't know.
Okay, but that still does not explain how he's there then.
This is
No,
so
not really.
long ago. We don't
It's-
know how he got into the present time.
Time travel.
No, it's not.
Time travel.
Other things, so because Strelitzia was appointed a leader, murdered, and then her book was taken, we don't know who murdered her and took her book and took her place. The only people we know are actual leaders, legitimately, are Skuld and Ephemer.
Yep. So, because in the cutscene that you see is Ephemer and Skuld, who were originally part of the same union, talking to each other, and then Ventus walks up, and he's like, "What happened? I'm Ventus."
Hi, what's up? I didn't do my homework.
And then Laurium walks up and is like, "I'm also here." And then Brain comes in later.
Who the hell that guy is, I have no clue.
So Brain's the murderer.
Well, okay, but there's been some talk in Kingdom Hearts places about who Brain might be, and it's and I'm guessing you know who people think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it
Brain
also Xehanort?
it might be Ericus.
I unlocked the theater.
Yeah.
And characters.
Couple other notes, slightly less important, but they might be important later.
Master of
Strelitzia is Laurium's sister.
Yep.
And there's a character who appears named Elrena, who is Larxine's somebody.
Yeah.
So Marluxia and Larxene were previously Keyblade wielders as well.
Of course.
So they could, much like Lee, they could also probably, wield Keyblade.
Come black with Keyblades.
Coming up.
Yeah, now that everybody's back, nobody's really gone.
Everything.
That's just about every so Abba picks all these new leaders. In the sleep worlds, you replay the game, kind of going over the events again, and the ending is slightly different though. Instead of having Keyblade War and everybody gets shipped off somewhere else, we get to see what a character who's been in Kingdom Hearts since the beginning was doing, and that is Maleficent.
Oh.
Oh god. That's kind of important, actually.
So the game ends with Maleficent kind of talking about, I'm gonna go do some shit in the worlds going forward, and then it's a little weird. I don't know why, because to my understanding, in these dream worlds, it's not the realm of light.
No, they're like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably another thing that's kind of important about the Book of Prophecies, based on a mechanic in the game. They are able to summon the power of things that will exist later. So you can call upon the power of Kairi and Aqua and blah blah blah, all sorts of characters.
So they could get their brand recognition in, but
sure.
So it's basically incredible amounts of powerful data.
Yeah.
Also, the Union leaders are presumed to have died in the Keyblade War because they were all fighting there.
Yep. In the final cutscene of the original game, you fight you're in the Keyblade War and people are just fighting with Keyblades everywhere. And the 5 Union leaders, they show up, and whoever you fight them in a specific order depending on whose union you're a part of. And they all have lore dumps and stuff about, we need to stop the darkness, whatever. But it finally ends when you don't get to Dandelion. Yeah, because you don't get selected to join Abba's special group.
Oh.
There's also a cutscene where basically behind the scenes shady shit is happening, where you are figuring out what's happening with the Dandelions and what's going to go on, and then Strelitzia is basically just says, no, you can't. It's so fucking wild.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Hearts.
God.
So
How
yes.
you doing, Pio?
Well, this is stupid as hell. Why have they done?
Oh,
They
3.
needed to explain why the Keyblade War had happened.
No, they absolutely didn't.
They really
Listen, the
didn't.
world-
And also,
the
they didn't
world
need to
was
explain it like
perfect.
that.
The world was perfect, light was cool, and then the Master of Masters got busy fucking everything up.
The Master of Masters was entertaining in this, but
Yeah.
All the Keyblade wielders aren't dead. A lot of them are just in the realm of sleep. We still have like this huge time gap between the Keyblade War and the mobile game and Birth by Sleep. So we don't really know how exactly how like Keyblade wielders started filtering back out into the realm of light and training new Keyblade wielders.
I believe in Union Cross, the idea was that they were collecting the Lux, the power in that, the collectible in that game to get out. Or part of it was that.
Okay, I did.
Yeah.
Like, I've never played these games. I just tried to brush up on everything because I thought it would be important for 3. And guess what it was?
It
Not
was.
important.
Yeah. Well, it was, but like in the very beginning, like the first story of the master giving all the leaders, you know, here's these separate individual tasks you have to do. Don't betray each other. They're gonna betray the shit out of each other. And you, special black hooded person, you watch everybody and do this cool shit I tell you to do. And that's all happening
With a box.
separate from you. Yeah, and that's happening separate from you for the most part.
Yeah.
Like the most of the game is you fighting Heartless and then fighting Nightmares.
And then doing Disney shit.
Yeah. And like the closest you get to this is your Chirithy like revealing itself to be Dark Chirithy.
My god.
Yeah. And Dark Chirithy is the single Chirithy that handed out all the bangles to every player that's playing the game. That's it, everybody.
We did it! We're ready to play Kingdom Hearts 3! Oh god.
Everybody got your
shit.
gazing eyes ready?
Mysterious man who possesses an eye.
Are you ready, Pio?
I was.
Are any of us truly ready? Find out next time.
Aw.
Bye.
Aw.
Fine. Yes. We'll find out. That was way shorter than I thought it would be, but hey, whatever. Fuck it. See you next
Yeah,
time.
I'm glad it was short considering I got here an hour and 15 minutes late.
That's, yeah, for the best. Anyways. Bye.
Hopefully next time. Yep. Night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.